The confirmation of charges hearing against former Lord's Resistance Army Commander Dominic Ongwen will be held on Wednesday beginning at about 12 noon in Pre-trial Chamber II of the International Criminal Court in The Hague, Netherlands. ICC Outreach Coordinator for Uganda and Kenya, Maria Kamara, says the prosecution has the requisite evidence and witnesses against Ongwen. But all these will be put scrutiny before the three pre-trial judges.
The role of the prosecutor or her responsibility at trial is bigger than the responsibility at the pre-trial during the confirmation, because at trial the level of proof is beyond every reasonable doubt. At confirmation is substantial evidence that needs to be presented.
The hearing will last 5 days. Kamara says the witnesses will be represented by their lawyers.
First, there is Mr. Joseph Manoba and Mr. Francois Cox, who will be representing victims that have signed power of attorneys for them to be represented by those two people, and Ms. Paulina Masinda.
According to Kamara, one way of protecting witnesses is by them keeping a low profile. Journalists and the entire public have been warned against disclosing any information or identity of the witnesses. Failure to comply, that can attract an arrest warrant from the International Criminal Court.
If the prosecutor determines, could bring that person to trial, and the person risks a 5-year imprisonment if he or she is found guilty and or with a fine.
Ongwen, who was arrested in the Central African Republic by American troops and later handed over to the Ugandan Army, has been in ICC custody since 16th January 2015. He is accused alongside other LRA commanders of committing atrocities in northern Uganda during the bloodletting insurgency of the 1990s and mid-2006, in which over 2,000 people were killed, thousands displaced, and many more maimed. Ongwen is charged with 3 counts of crimes against humanity, including enslavement and inhuman acts of inflicting seriously bodily injuries. The 4 counts of war crimes against him are murder, cruel treatment of civilians, intentionally directing an attack against a civilian population, and pillaging. But critics say Ongwen is being unfairly prosecuted since he was abducted at the age of 13 when government soldiers failed to protect him, and that he was more of a victim and not a perpetrator.
The defense has not filed any motion to raise observations on this issue. The prosecutor says they have not charged Dominic Ongwen for anything he may have done while he was a child, but at an age of consent.
Prosecution follows a wide scope in investigations conducted in various parts of northern Uganda where the crimes were allegedly committed. The pre-trial judges will confirm, decline, or amend the charges against Ongwen. If the charges are confirmed, the trial date will be set.
So if the charges are confirmed, even if it's one charge out of the 67 counts, the judges will commit the matter to the next stage.
The defense is free to appeal the decision by the judges, but must seek permission from them. Sudhir Byaruhanga, NTV.